Hey guys, and thanks for joining me. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Katie Sharpe, and I am a doTERRA wellness advocate. I am an essential oil educator, a wellness freak, and a personal development junkie, just kind of all rolled into one. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a lot of things. But anyways, enough about me. Today I'm here to talk about toxins, which is something that we are all familiar with. I'm sure that you have heard of toxic load or how bad toxins are and things like that. Well, I'm going to talk to you about that today because it's really, really important. Primarily why it's important to research the products that you're using on yourself, on your body, in your home, on your family, even on your pets. And unfortunately, there is no regulating what a company says about whether a product is natural or organic, especially in the cosmetics industry. You know, it may be a smidge of that natural organic goodness is in there, but they claim it's this wonderful, natural, great product, when in reality it could, and probably most likely does, contain lots of synthetic fillers and other harmful chemicals. I mean, many products, even at the health food store, aren't 100% natural. So it can be really deceiving, and it's important to know what you're getting, what you're buying, doing your research. So I'm going to show you how. So ladies, first, let's talk about what we're putting on our bodies. So this is kind of shocking. So women in general absorb 5 pounds of chemicals per year, and most of which come from what we put on our bodies. And most women average about 30 products a day. So you're thinking like your shampoo, your conditioner, your body wash, your lotion, your face wash, your toner, your moisturizer, your deodorant. All of those things kind of go into this. And cosmetics, right now, as we're talking about, is kind of a broad term in this case. It's really all of your self-care products. It's a $50 billion industry. Most of that money pretty much goes right back into advertising and marketing to convince us that these products are really great, not into studying what their toxic load can really do or what it may contain. This is especially true when it comes to parabens. I don't know if you've heard of parabens, but they're used in a wide variety of cosmetics as well as in food and drugs as a preservative. They're not actually necessary, but you know, there's cosmetics, which I said are a broad term in this case, you know, may contain parabens. That's things that include like makeup, moisturizers, hair care products, shaving products, a lot of the stuff I named earlier, among others. Many major brands of deodorants do not currently contain parabens, although some may, as well as heavy metals that are definitely not good for you. So just be aware and do some research. Under the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, cosmetic products and ingredients, aside from color additives, do not need FDA approval before they go on the market. So there really is, when I say this, I'm not kidding, there really is a regulating body when it comes to this kind of thing about what a company can say or put in their stuff. For example, conventional cosmetics are loaded with heavy metals like lead and cancer-causing materials. So let's just go over a few examples. So perfume. Perfume has over 4,000 chemicals in it, often coming from waste products from the petroleum industry. That does not sound really great. Antibacterial soaps. There's been a lot of news about how awful these really are for you. You know, they're made with the chemical that is similar to the nerve toxin Agent Orange, which was used as a weapon in the Vietnam War. Okay, do you want to put this on your kids? Do you want to put this on yourself? Products used in the shower are especially important because your skin is warm and your body is absorbing more of these toxins that are in our shampoos, body washes, face washes, that kind of thing. Some shampoos have even been found to have over 100 toxic chemicals in them, which is really scary. So think about the products that you use most often and every day, and think about how those products are, and really take a look at them and think about whether they may be helping you or hurting you. Look at the ingredients. You know, our skin is our largest organ in our body and absorbs everything that we put on it, and it absorbs into our bloodstream. Our body is like a sponge, really. So several diseases, you know, like cancer, birth defects, infertility, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, I mean tons, have been found to have been in correlation between many of the chemicals that are found in these products that we're talking about. So check out the EWG. It's the Environmental Working Group. They have a website with the cosmetic database where you can take a look at the products that you're using in your bathroom, in your makeup bag, under your cleaning cabinet, whatever, and look up that item and certain cosmetic brands if you want, makeup brands, and I think you'll be surprised at what you find. I think there's at least like 7,500 brands and products in the database right now that you can check. And so what you'll do is you'll type in that brand or that product from that brand, etc., and it will give you a rating from the EWG from 0 to 10. So 10 being that product is a nasty, toxic mess, get it out of your house immediately. And then really anything between 0 and 4 is something that you can probably continue using. If you find things that score between like a 5 to 10 basically, it's something that you should look into, why it has a higher score maybe. And maybe you should probably consider replacing it with something that is more natural and with a lower EWG score. It also tells you exactly what is in those products and what those certain toxins can be linked to. So I think that is a really valuable resource to have. Something interesting to note is that surprisingly, men's products are way more toxic than women's. And a lot of men these days are using up to 10 products per day as well. So they're just as at risk as we are. Now, let's quickly talk about what we're using in our homes. Okay, so these are things that have been sitting in our cabinets for probably way too long. And it's time to make the switch over to non-toxic options, and here's why. The average home contains between 500 and 1,000 toxic chemicals just sitting in the cabinets. Your indoor air quality of your home is actually 2 to 5 times worse than the air outside your home, and a lot of this is due to many of these cleaners and chemicals or products that you have in your house. According to the U.S. Poison Control Center, a child is accidentally poisoned every 30 seconds by something that we just keep in our cabinets for cleaning. Since World War II, more than 80,000 synthetic chemicals have been created. And women, this is a really scary one, y'all. Women who work in the home have a 54% higher death rate than women who work outside of their home. And that's because you're breathing in all these toxins all the time. These are things that you don't really think about, guys, but it's really important for the health of you, for the health of your child, your family, your pets. Just in the long term, these things really will add up. So we can't ignore these facts any longer, especially if you have little lungs running around your house, your little ones, even your little dogs, your cats, even your birds. These are some really scary facts. So it's really important that we clean up our act as far as the things that we use, that are not only environmentally friendly, but things that are good for our bodies as well. It's time to make the switch over. So some of the worst things that you may have lingering around your house that are full of toxic chemicals, I'll just name a couple before I jump off. One is air fresheners. Actually damage the lining of your nose so that your sense of smell actually gets worse and worse over time. And it also contains a pretty well-known carcinogen, which you'll probably recognize, formaldehyde. Don't think you want to be breathing in formaldehyde all day. Dishwasher detergents, they always leave a little bit of residue on the plate of their chemicals and stuff that are in them that are definitely toxic. And the next time you heat up that plate by putting, hot food on it, you're ingesting a little bit of that diluted toxic chemical whenever you eat, and so is your kid, your husband, your mom, your dad, whoever, people you love, not just you. Sometimes we put the people we love ahead of ourselves, so think about those people too, not just you in this situation. Laundry products. Dryer sheets are like one of the most toxic things in your house. I've actually replaced my dryer sheets with wool dryer balls, and it's reduced my drying time and also my toxic load in the house, which is great. So with detergent, the chemicals never totally wash out of the clothes. They kind of just like build up every time you wash your clothes, which can really cause reactions for people with sensitive skin, people with eczema, even like babies and small children who have super sensitive skin. That can cause really bad problems. And a lot of you have probably dealt with that. Oven cleaner. Oh my God. Oven cleaner is one of the absolute worst things to use in your home. It contains lye and ammonia, which eats at your skin, and the fumes damage your lungs. Every time you use one of those sprays, a little bit goes into your air and into your lungs and into your body and into your home. And if you have kids, it goes into their lungs too. Really not good. So when we think, that we're cleaning and we're getting rid of germs and making our home a healthier place, but if we're using these products, we're actually creating more of a problem when we clean our homes than just, what we think. So my challenge to you in conclusion is to take a look at some of the products that you use and read the ingredients, look it up on the EWG, do some research, and consider making the positive changes, in your life that you and your family deserve. So I'll be sharing some great all natural but totally effective DIY recipes here soon. In the coming weeks, there'll be a lot more education from me, so definitely stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys. Bye.